Hi there, folks. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Time it's around 2:40 a.m. here. Pretty peaceful and quiet quite cold for Dhaka city. Our capital city is Dhaka in Bangladesh. Basically, we don't usually get that much of cold weather throughout the at least last 10 years. We haven't got like 11, 12 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cold for our city because it always stays warm. So the winter theme continues. You can see my lights are on. They're gonna go like this on for as long as the cold stays, and for me there's like festivity. So I'm suggesting yet another 15 fragrances, like for you to try, and these are up for testing first. Okay, do not blind by any of these and tell like, hey, didn't work for me. Always check out a fragrance review, like a lot of reviews. At the same time, also test a fragrance if possible. So these, I believe, I have reviewed them all, and you should try to sample them. Some of these are very underrated, not many people talk about them, so that's why I put them. First fragrance, I'm gonna go with is this car manufacturing company called Cadillac. Okay, and this, I believe, is called Cadillac for him, limited edition. Okay, something like that. I think the box I'll show you, then you recognize perhaps. Okay, it's called Black limited edition Cadillac. Okay, so you have seen, guys, like like there's Ferrari, there is Bentley, that girl. Can't forget. Kind of funny video. Anyway, then there was this Jaguar, a lot of car company, Audi, Mercedes Benz. So Cadillac, you don't hear that much about. Even there is fragrances from house of Nissan, so I would like to try those. So this one particular here, it's very special one for a reason that I tried this fragrance like don't know when was it, like few years back when I got this, and when I smelled it, to my surprise, it smelled a lot like Lamal. I actually sort of put like kind of like the koala bears on the bottles, because it's a gift from her. So anyway, so Cadillac for him, it's basically this limited edition. Basically, I'll write down the name. It's very spicy. It's a spicy take on the Lamal, and you guys know Lamal really warms you up. I do have Lamal at the back. Lamal is kind of like a sweet mint, like a vanilla, tonka beans, lavender sort of combo. It's a very nice fragrance, but Lamal can get a little bit boring and predictable. But when you try this one, you'll see it smells like Lamal, but it also reminds you of 212 Sexy Man by Carolina Herrera. So very good for cold weathers, and I think it has good push. Cadillac for him, Cadillac for men, black limited edition. Okay. Number 14 is kind of like a tall bottle too. I'm showing this after quite few while. Okay. This is Lattafa Mahir. Okay, let me show you the bottle. This bottle is very wobbly because of the base is very not so good. So this is the how the bottle looks, and it's gorgeous. It's drop dead gorgeous with the horse. These things only Lattafa can make at this price point. So they have three: Lattafa Mahir Legacy, and I think Lattafa Mahir Black. Okay, all three are great, but this is the oud one. Okay, this one has a lot of oud, amber, kind of like this golden elements. It smells like a lot of these, like 24 gold sensory, if you smell that, or something like Lattafa Ragba. If you smell those, it's gonna come out very similar. It has some fruity floral aspect to it. Unisex definitely, but very good for colder months. If you put these 15 fragrances on in the summer, they're not gonna give you really really good result. This one is built for the cold weathers, and I think this is gonna be lovely. Lattafa Mahir, check it out. Number 13, underrated fragrance, house, and the fragrance itself as well. Yopom Extreme. I am yet to review many other Yop. I do have quite a few Yop fragrances on my journey in my collection, and even in my reviews, you'll see many Yops. So Joop, Yop, however people say. The original one, the pink juice, everybody loves that. But the flankers to this line, I mean, there are many of them really good. This is one of them. This one got cacao, a little bit of like, I think, leather or something. There's some spicy sweetness. It's nice. Okay, it smells very beautiful. It's somewhat, like there's like a floral aspect to it as well. It reminds me sort of like Dolce and Gabbana, uh, the one EDP Intense. That florals in there. It's dark. It's kind of like not really like Lansdowne de Guerlain, but it's kind of like like those upper class designer fragrances. So it's a little bit dark, it's a little bit sweet and a little bit floral, and definitely that cacao really helps the fragrance to be really performing well in cold weathers. Yop House really perform well. Number 12, I think this is the only women's perfume I'm going to show you today, and there is a reason for it. Let me show you what this is. This is a classic fragrance, Amarish from House of Givenchy or Givenchy. So this one, just like many other, like Chanel number 5, or you can say fragrances like Shalimar, okay, they have heritage, okay. Some of the women's perfumes like YSL Cinema, okay, and I cannot from top of my head I could kind of think of that many, but honestly speaking, there are a lot of classic fragrances which are very heavy on florals, heavy notes breakdown. This is about florals. This is beautiful fruity floral, but more on floral later, and this fragrance really packs a punch. I mean, if you love floral fragrances, if you like fragrances like uh, Flower de Mar, okay, you would definitely appreciate it. But this is very like leaning towards like women, like you can say a feminine kind of fragrance. But I like this DNA a lot, and this things the power it packs, like it will fill up a whole like a house. That kind of power this one has. Colder months, this is beautiful. Where men can try it if you have that guts. Okay, Amarish by Givenchy. See, I'm showing you some uncommon ones. Then I'm gonna show you number 11. Then hit top 10. Number 11 is gonna be this fragrance from House of Chopard. Chopard Noble Cedar. So this is a part of that fragrance line. They also have Noble, I think, Vetiver or something like. There's a Vetiver from this line. Few of the other ones. Then they have the same bottle. Have that like Chopard Black Incense Malaki, Oud Malaki, Rose Malaki, Musk Malaki. So those things are there, but this is a very fine surprise for me because this is one of those beautiful cedar smell mixes with that vetiver, and the thing is, it's really like unique. The fragrance is really unique. When you wear this, people will be like, what is he wearing? So you can wear this for like a same occasion where you wear Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. It does the same purpose. Check out my review on that one, Chopard Noble Cedar. And if you are a fan of houses like D Squared, basically, okay, this will work for you. So now top 10. Sorry about that. Now number 10, I'll start with another unusual fragrance that people don't talk about. They should. Kenzo Jungle. Take a look at the bottle. It has jungle written all over it. This is the creativity of houses like Kenzo, Givenchy. They do make amazing bottles. Look at the claw. I think this is like a claw scratch or something like from a tiger or something. So they do have Kenzo Jungle elephant version. I think there's a tiger lion version. I forgot. But this is for men. I don't know if this is discontinued. This one has a brush-like thing on the top. It's supposedly representing zebra. Very exotic. Just like that one, this one has a lot of fresh cedar, a lot of fresh spice. So it's a woody, spicy fragrance and it really warms you up. I don't remember all the notes breakdown. Perhaps there were maybe cardamom, maybe pepper. There's hardly any sweetness or citrus from this. That's what makes this fragrance so great and unique. Okay, Kenzo Jungle for him. Okay, that's number 10. Number 9, I'll go with one of my favorite fragrances. This one is forgotten, in time, but you should try it. This line is superb. This one, House of Calvin Klein, CK Euphoria Intense for him. This is an amazing fragrance. Okay, this one, they have the other darker version, liquid gold, and a few of the other ones. I reviewed almost everything from this line, and women's line is also great. The thing is, this is such a futuristic fragrance. When this was released, I believe me and my brother Carlos Colom, we both love this, and I cannot tell you like what are the notes I really get from this. It just smells nice. It smells dark. It smells sexy. It's like if it was released during the time of La Nuit de l'Homme or Dior Intense or Dolce & Gabbana, the one, this is gonna fall in the same family. It has that greatness of the smell. In colder months, this one definitely has good performance, but not really 10 out of 10. Okay, but Euphoria Intense, definitely you need to check it out. Check out my review, then you'll get some idea. Great fragrance for colder nights out, especially if you're working late night shifts. Okay, now you're gonna go number 8, I think. Number 8, yeah. Hope I get that right. So this is another underrated fragrance. Nobody talks about it. Nobody has it. Very few reviewers talked about it. The House of Jaguar, and this is called Excellence Intense fragrance. So this Excellence Intense, that's the version. So they do have Excellence, then Intense version, and then I think Signature of Excellence or something like that. I have that one. That one has a greener juice. This fragrance, take a look at the bottle. These are more expensive than their regular Jaguar releases, like Classic line. Those are cheaper, but this ones, the bottles are heavier. Really good longevity. So what you get from this, as far as my memory serves me, got this amber against a little bit of warm, spicy, maybe a touch of a booze somewhere, just to give that amber a little bit of a garnish, right? So this is a fragrance you can definitely wear if you like fragrances like Bentley for Men Intense, or a little bit of a masculine fragrances with that amber touch. Great fragrance for the price. Really, really something fly under the radar. Excellence Intense by Jaguar. Now we're gonna talk about a fragrance number 7. At number 7, this fragrance, when I reviewed it, I did not have any clue what this is cloning. The day it got released, the next day I got it. Okay, and I did the very first review on YouTube. It's called this one, and this is called Lattafa Badee Al Sublime. Okay, and I think Alina did a review right after me, and she really described it well. And there are a few more reviews after that that tell what this one is cloning. But I just fell in love with this fragrance from the beginning. This is beautiful bottle, and the thing is, the bottle is just nice, and the way it smells, the opening is this red berries, pear. I don't know what was else in there, but it's just very fruity opening. Some people said this is kind of like borderline unisex, or something like something for ladies. Something has this floral, fruity vibe. I would say both genders can wear it easily. Just great, sweet, gourmand, fruity fragrance for the colder months. Badee Al Oud, and this is called Sublime. Then we hit number 6, then we hit top 5. Number 6 is this fragrance, heavily underrated house, St. Dupont, Royal Amber. I have reviewed, or tried to review rather, everything from this line that I can find possible in Bangladesh. There are a few are missing, but there are a lot of great fragrances in this house, which are like Oud at Santal, St. Dupont. I think they make lighters and stuff, very expensive lighters. But this fragrance, Royal Amber, it's about that sweet oud amber. It is a very Middle Eastern style perfume, but very long lasting. Very, very. It's just particular built. It loves the cold weathers. Okay, definitely check out this line. I do love the tobacco version, St. Dupont Royal Tobacco or something. I forgot the name, but great fragrance this one as well. Royal Amber, perfect golden perfume. Now top 5. I'm gonna go CH Man. It is a classic, okay, because this is special in many ways for me. It's not like I knew about this fragrance when I started my journey. I found this obviously by Jeremy, and when Jeremy talked about it, he heavily promoted this. I don't know if it was part of his marketing or what, but he did talk about this like it was in top 3 or top 5 in his most complimented. That's the most viral video of him, and that's what made him like popular and famous. In the office, the lights were on and off. He's wearing his YSL suit, right? So he, I think, put YSL, no, sorry, not YSL, Chanel Eau Extreme before this, or like, yeah, this one got beaten by 2 other fragrances perhaps. So CH Man he mentioned before, I think number 2. Number 3 was mentioned before number 2. Such a great find for me. And nowadays you can't find this Thai version anymore. You get like a CH written here in the golden. So it's okay. It doesn't have that glorious opening of the push like the older version. This one basically is a sweet sugar, or sugar cane rather, and a leather fragrance. It has a lot of some of these green elements, and it's a fruity, sweet, sexy fragrance. It's very mysterious. It lasts really well. I mean, CH Man Previa I love more, but CH Man really takes that sexy night out vibe. Mysterious, like La Nuit de l'Homme. If you loved, you must try CH Man. If you missed it out for some reason, try it out. CH Man, great fragrance for colder months. Number 4. After a long time, Franck Boclet Tobacco. This is a fragrance, man. This is a perfume. This is something similar to Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. I understand many people already have a lot of good dupes, but this was really wearable and long lasting. This house, Franck Boclet, is so great. Their juice quality is very good and lasts a long time. If you happen to love Tobacco Vanille, try that one out. This one is more polished, and there's no smokiness or spiciness. It's just a sweet tobacco in the style of, you can say, Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, and at much cheaper price tag. It's also a niche house, Franck Boclet, I think. So I'm going to show you number 3. Recently got a backup bottle, so I have 2 bottles of it now. It's getting expensive. Hugo Boss bottle Oud. If you missed out by any chance, like Hugo Boss bottle Oud or Versace Oud Noir, get it right now. Why I'm saying this? Because I went to buy, I did not buy this from a shop. I bought it from a person, and I got a good deal. I took it, but they're asking for Versace Oud Noir $120 $250 because of its discontinuation. This one, I don't know if it's in production, but fantastic, phenomenal. It loves the cold weathers. Whenever I came out of the airport, when I reached in Bangladesh, there are good memories of this perfume. You know why? Because there's, like inside the airport, everything is just closed, so you cannot tell how cold it is outside. Moment you open the door, final door, and you're hit with that fresh breeze, cold breeze, and you just like get lungs full of cold breeze in you. And if you're wearing this, I had a sample back then. I was wearing this, man. It smells so divine. It's that apple, again that spicy apple, woody elements, and it's like a little bit of a cinnamon, a lot of cinnamon, really. It's like properly like a Christmas in a bottle. Even if you miss Christmas, you can try it. Okay, Boss Bottle Oud, amazing creation. That is also expensive, by the way, nowadays. Okay, so number two, a long lost gem that people don't talk about anymore, Animal Animal. Okay, by House of Animal. There are quite a few versions. Do not buy the animal only, buy Animal Animal, because this is a dupe of something that is very rare to find, pure malt, and somewhat also gives like you know Thierry Mugler Angel Man vibe with the patchouli chocolates. But this is very interesting because I think this one came out before pure malt, but right after Thierry Mugler Angel Man. So somewhat people said this one was the inspiration to make pure malt. I could be wrong with the information. If I am, I'm sorry, but such a nice budget option. You don't have to spend $250 to get pure malt. You can enjoy almost all the elements of pure malt, just that this is a little bit less sweet and the opening of pure malt is missing. The dry down is the exact same. Animal Animal, perfect cold weather sense. Ending with the final fragrance of the night. This is the only video I'm going to do because I'm a bit sleepy. I'll do tomorrow perhaps some more. This is my new favorite fragrance, recent times, Lattafa Khamrah Qahwa. So this is basically a flanker to the original Khamrah, which is on its own right great fragrance, popular, you can say successful. But whenever I talk about this, try this fragrance in colder months. You don't have to take my word for it, but just I sprayed it on my hand 4 or 5 hours ago just to test. I went for a drive because to keep the car warm and running, and I put it on 4 hours, 5 hours back. I can still detect it. Okay, so colder months, this is really, really long lasting. But the original Khamrah lasts a little bit better. But if this one macerates and then in time, it will last better. So these are the fragrances I would definitely say, highly recommend. And a nice little mix of not so mainstream fragrances, right? So this is the fun part. How many did you try? Do let me know which ones do you like. And if I'm missing anything, hidden gem or fly under the radar, let me know. If I can collect it, I'll do review it. I will review it. Take care. Have a nice day. Love you all. See you and stay safe. Bye bye.